Tired of being sober, never getting older. I got all the time, would you pour some wine for me? Smile for me, and not grind on me, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Fine Night of Dota with the Ulster Tournament. We have Ladin versus Hyde, just of one match for Season 2 of the Ulster Tournament. Joining me tonight as a co-caster, how are you doing, Mac?
I'm great. I'm looking forward to seeing how these two teams play, hoping that it's going to be competitive. We don't want to see a walkover. We want to see nice competitive Dota.
Damn straight. We want to see some professionalism in Dota, like pushing for the majors, you know, trying to get something. Yeah.
Definitely putting Africa onto the main stage, showing that we can compete.
Bans we've got so far. So Ladin's banned obviously the Undying and Sand King. Really great pos 4s. I mean, even converting into pos 3s there. You know, eliminate a lot of disable or more tanky characters.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to take out all of the team fight. They've taken out a Tide Hunter, which is great for team fight, along with the Sand King. It makes sense. And then the Undying, just an annoying hero, can bully you in lane. It really stops any carry from trying to get into the lane itself.
No, definitely. And here on the team Hydra, we've got the Enchantress and the Abaddon for the first picks. together in the lane, I mean, they make a great strong duo. You know, obviously the heal from Enchantress and the shield from Abaddon. You know, you can stay in lane, you can get great harass in.
Absolutely. Abaddon's Mist Coil has become very favorable. You stand from a range, even though you're a melee hero, you can harass. And it's just annoying because he doesn't need a whole lot of anything really to use his abilities. It's still going to be the same no matter what.
And obviously on the side of Aladdin, we've got Vengeful Spirit and Grimstroke. I mean, Grimstroke has become very popular since he's debuted into the Dota scene. I mean,
and it makes sense because he offers so much to the team.
Oh,
a slow, a stun that you can stick on anyone basically, and that ultimate that links two people together, and that can ruin a team fight for your opponents because you're going to have one person who wants to run away, one person who wants to initiate, and you get stuck moving nowhere.
Oh, and if you get it right, and then you have some like a witch doctor or something, you can perform a massive ulti. I mean, it's a devastating combo, it really is.
Absolutely. I am surprised, however, that neither team has bothered to take the Lion in this game. Lion has always been a popular hero, and he's increasingly become popular along the pro scene because of his long stuns and that ultimate that as soon as the game goes longer, he's more and more effective.
Oh no, well, especially since the patch 7.20 earlier, saying that's how the meta changed, and Lion getting a massive upgrade with his ulti. I mean, it is a straight up Lion. And obviously Lion doesn't want to be there in the fight. He's going to sneak around and try and catch heroes off guard. Because, I mean, the more stacks he gets into that finger, I mean, he is just going to you until you're just dead. I mean, if you're a poor support, caught off guard, you're dead. And I mean, the cooldown on his ulti as well is stupid. I mean, a minute. Every minute you can do this.
Yep, level 18 I believe is 20 seconds. I stand to be corrected. And it would have worked so well, especially for Ladon, to have it with the Grimstroke, because as soon as you link people, even if the ulti only hits one target, it would hit the linked target as well. So that would have been an interesting way for them to play. But the Venge works for them nicely. It'll boost any ranged heroes with the passive aura. You can swap in and swap out, save your cores if they
nice magic missiles, stun, great stun.
Yep. So they've got, at this stage, with their two presumably supports, a lot of stun and slows. So that works very nicely for them. On the side of Hydra, they're going to have to pick up some stuns somewhere. I mean, you can still run away from both the Abaddon and the Enchantress. The Enchantress has the slow. But you really want to have some stuns to keep a target completely stuck in one spot. You don't want them running away from you.
Hydra taking some time with this third pick of theirs. I mean, they're really thinking about it. They've used their time they're using it going into their reserve time now. I mean, they obviously going, what can we do? I mean, are they going to pick this to a +5 or +2? Because I reckon that this Enchantress is probably going to be +3, and the Abaddon's going to be playing 4. I mean, that's what I would do, or anyone in a reasonable sense. So, wow.
I think that just cancels out your theory right there.
Wow, I mean, I found it
certainly be an Underlord offlane with a +5 Abaddon and a +4 Enchantress is how I would assume it's going to be played.
But also, no, really, really odd. I can see Abaddon playing a very great. But couldn't there have been a better option though?
I mean, if I'm looking at it at this current stage, they almost look like they're looking to push really, really early in the game. Underlord pushes really well. So does Enchantress. She grabs Catapult or 2, and then she can help push pretty much T1s and T2s by the 20 to 22 minute mark if they're really, really lazy.
So we're looking at this going, okay, Hydra definitely wants to beat this in early game. They don't want to take this into mid or late game. They want to demolish and steamroll from the start. Here's the... I mean, if I'm looking at this, I mean, all 3 of those heroes have great sustainability in lane. I mean, they're nice, they're tanky.
Absolutely. They're looking pretty much to just do one thing and one thing only. They're going to pick up their level 6 or level 7 on most of their cores, run down the lane, try and get racks by 20 minutes at least, and then from there take control and look for a T2 or a second reps, and then just finish. They don't like late games. At this stage, excuse me, it's looking like they really need a core that will fit their lineup. So they're going to have to look probably towards something that does really well and can be aggressive early in the mid lane, something like a Razor or a Viper, I would think. Or they could go a little bit more passive in the mid lane.
Wind Ranger at your
Wind Ranger
service.
works too, yeah. So they're looking for early push, early push, early push. That's the name of their game.
There's a bit of rat potential there. I mean, with the Windrunner and the Enchantress there. I mean, they have quite a bit of rat potential.
Absolutely. I mean, your Wind Ranger is almost certainly going to pick up a Maelstrom as her first item. More wave push for them, so they're going to be looking to push. But I'm going to be interesting to see what they take as their position 1 carry, because they need something that suits their lineup. They don't want to take something that will go super late where they can't actually push, because they want to be as a 5-man team. So you don't want to take something as like a Spectre who you would need to wait.
Oh no, you definitely want something like Valve.
Absolutely. I mean, I would think that they're going to look towards probably something like Juggernaut would work really well for them. Or something like, exactly, or a Gyro if they really felt like it. Something that could hit the waves really fast, keep pushing, and pretty much deal with anything.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I mean, and for Ladon, it looks like they understand that they're going to be pushed early and they'll need to engage and disengage. That's why they've got the Centaur. He can stand at the front, deal with things, and he can ult to get his teammates out. As well as the Monkey King. Monkey King is really good. You just need your Wukong's command around the tower, and it makes it really difficult for them to keep pushing in.
And I mean, they have a lot of disable on Aladdin. Aladdin's team. I mean, they've got obviously the 2 stuns from the support, another stun from Monkey King, and obviously another stun from Centaur. I mean, is it happy coincidence now? Because I mean, obviously they're trying to get a lot of lockdown onto the Windrunner.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that they've planned it out quite well on a couple of their combos, because you can use the Grimstrike stun onto the Monkey and he can jump into a fight. And that pretty much gives them no chance to turn and run away from it. Same with a Centaur. You stick it on a Centaur, he ulties and he runs in. And he almost offers a double stun at that stage.
Yeah.
Dire pick.
Last pick like Ember. I think I like that Ember pick to a certain degree. Ember's not played as a glass cannon anymore. It's played with Maelstrom and duels and jumps, so you can benefit you earlier in the game. So that works really nicely for them. And he doesn't do particularly bad against a Wind Ranger.
5 seconds left.
Alright, I'm back.
So the last pick is surely the pos one.
Ember Spirit.
Yep. As I was saying.
Great pick. Another great lockdown.
Yep. Maelstrom Yules on him, drums, and he's happy. He can do a lot with his team. He's not played as that glass cannon anymore. He just goes in now. He's not afraid to fight. And he can leave a remnant behind.
Oh, exactly. I mean, he's got the escape. Ooh, troll.
Wait,
A
you
nice
only get one?
one.
And someone who is really happy to keep pushing. I mean, he can use his ulti and pretty much survive through most of a fight. And with both the Enchantress, the Underlord, the Abaddon, he's almost certainly not going to be an easy person to kill. Unless you're able to use maybe the bench swap to swap him out and isolate him from his team.
And here we go. Aladdin versus Hydra. If you were a betting man, who would you say had the upper hand in this game?
I think it'll be even past about 35-minute mark, but I think anything before 35 minutes will be Hydra's game. They've got so much push, they're not going to worry really about if they give up a trade for a 1-for-1 kill, because they're still going to be going straight into fights and straight into towers more importantly.
I think a lot of early push. I mean, the troll being there, obviously he gets level 6 and he just carries on hitting. I mean, the only item he needs early game is just maybe a Morbid Mask. And your troll is just standing there giving damage. I mean, he doesn't care anymore. And obviously they're going to be trying to fight around the troll. And obviously troll being, you know, semi ranged and this brings down to an interesting laning composition and team fight.
Absolutely. So shall we do this as the old classical casting style? We'll introduce each player on each team. You can pick Hydra and I'll do Ladon.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's be comical. Let's do this. All right. So who do we have? Okay, we'll start at the top with the teams, and with Ladin. Right. So we're starting off with Ladin. We've got Natalie playing support, but actually quite clever. Playing Ember Spirit. We have Mars Dota as Grimstroke. Sir Ganklot as Vengeful, Mount Killerman Gyro as, and then we've got Kingclip as, and that's for for any of their supporters. I hope that they are really good. I've seen them in the LC Cups before, and they've been doing quite well, and it's great to.
Absolutely. And then our Dire team, who are Hydra, we've got Troll Warlord, who is going to be held by 0-2. On the Abaddon, we've got Lucifer. Bottom lane on the off lane, Underlord is Mace. Excuse me if I've said that wrong. Mid lane blocking is Malafla. Boy, they pick some hard names. And then top, we've got KC on the Enchantress, who is the last to round up their team.
Very slow start. Monkey King getting in some good harass there. Some banners going up. High fives being exchanged here in the bottom lane. Oh, this Monkey King's not giving anything. He's just like, nope, I'll just stand here and just... But obviously, Aston Mace playing Underlord is just taking this. He's just like, yeah, well, I'm tough.
All he needs to really do is not get 4 stacks of the staff on Monkey King, and he's pretty much happy with life.
Oh no, definitely. Ooh, Mars Dota missing that Grimstroke. Or Stroke of Fate. Completely missing the centaur. Or was it? No, he was trying to hit the KFC as Enchantress. My bad. It's kind of strange seeing Enchantress 5 though. I actually really thought it would have been the Abaddon.
So did I. I think they've decided that they know that the centaur is going to be top. So they want something that can hit him from range to try and harass him out of the lane. So that's why they've decided to stick to ranged heroes here.
Yeah.
Troll is kind of a hybrid, if you would like to call him that. But I mean, I'm not so confident about this Enchantress Pos 5. I feel like she needs at least a couple of items. Maybe a Dragon Lance or...
No, definitely
boots
Dragon Lord. Maybe she should actually every now and then maybe go and pull the lane and then collect the farm from the neutral creep. Sort of get some.
I think so. It's going to be interesting to see how this top lane plays out. Then we'll quickly have a look down to the mid lane. I mean, Windrange is slightly ahead now. They're both below half HP, but this is pretty much just trading between themselves. The Windranger has a salve. When she wants to use it, she'll probably step back in the lane and just pop it. And she's got herself a ward in her inventory if she feels like using it.
Hmm.
Likewise, you've got on the Ember, he's pretty much happy. He's got a salve as well, along with a stout shield and a quelling blade to help him with his last hitting. So he's not going to be...
He is slowly working down that Windranger. You know, he's taking his time, giving small harass here and there. Nothing too serious, you know, keeping it light.
Yeah.
He's going to turn around and be... Windranger, let me buy you dinner. I guess not. Nope, they don't want to be.
You've got to be at least exchanging high fives in the mid lane. Isn't that?
No, yeah. I like this new high five function that you can actually do it with what you would call it, enemies as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It makes the game more interactive.
Absolutely. Ember's happy. He's got his bottle and he's going to walk and just pick up the double damage bottom. Stroll back to his lane. He's not going to be losing out on terribly much. I mean, he's, call it half a level down on the Windranger from having to leave out a little bit. It's not massively going to damage his entire life.
No.
He's going to be a little bit upset, but as soon as he hits level 6, he can pretty much use his TPs back to base as much as he wants to as well.
Oh no. Well, I think it's also going to count as how many of the bounties are going to, or how many of the bounties they're going to be able to pick up when it hits.
Thanks and have
I think
fun.
that will also give their carries a significant lead in item-wise, especially early game. And I mean, I think is dominate though the bounties at 5 minutes. At 5 minutes, you know, they might be able to take this. I mean, it's for their best interest.
Absolutely, it's going to be the 5-minute runes coming up soon. Bot lane we missed the Underlord kill, and then top lane we're just going to be looking here. 5-minute runes stolen by Grimstroke, so he's happy. And it looks like there's some furious pinging out here that they want to go onto this troll in the top lane. Whether they can get the kill? Oh yes, definitely they can. Not even a question.
That was well done to Laden. Really well played. Ooh. And we had a
Double kill.
Ooh.
Sheesh, they're making look all across the map at this stage. It's going to be action-packed. The Enchantress, yeah, the Enchantress made a small misplay there. She was still within range of the Grimstroke when she started her healing salve, so she didn't get maximum value out of it, which is a little bit sad, but I mean, what can you do about it? Sometimes those things happen.
Oh no, it's happened to the best of us, you know, you're just trying.
Looking across all of these lanes at the moment, if we look at the highest net worth, Monkey King and Ember are happy. They're going to be going on to this Underlord. He looks pretty dead. He allowed the 4 stacks to get out here, and there's nothing you can do after you've allowed them to get all 4 stacks. Monkey King's happy. He's already got himself his brown boots, and he's going to be working towards phase boots. And he's got 2 Wraith Bands. He's pretty much set. And the Venge is still happy. She's getting some levels here. She doesn't want to be too heavy on sapping off the experience. She wants to give as much as possible to the Monkey King.
Oh no, definitely, definitely.
Abaddon's also playing dangerously low in this bottom lane. He's getting somewhat chased by the Monkey King here. He needs 1 hit and he would be in trouble.
I feel like the centaur is actually
Oh no.
getting put this troll. I mean, he seems rather. I guess it's because the troll can outrange him, and obviously getting more stacks on puts centaur at risk, you know, of being bullied out of lane. But I'm glad to see that the enchantress is actually. I think she actually just went to go check the bounty. But yeah, I feel like she needs to go and farm, you know, get that Dragon Lance up quite early, you know.
I would think that she has to start stepping into certainly the big camp here, pick up the centaur, and then start to bring it into lane to use as more harass or as a pushing mechanism. Because if she just stands here, what the bottom lane is actually doing very well for them is you're not trying to steal levels off of your carries.
No.
You want to sort of, as a support, you stand there when they need the help, but you leave when they don't.
Yeah, you know, don't wait for experience. Standing. Oh, Abaddon.
A dominating performance. Oh no.
Full place there.
Yep. And then back top,
Wow,
slowly following.
Race the base just gets out barely. That was really, really, really well played. I think Hydra needs to look at this and say, hey guys, what is the plan here? What are we doing? Are we going to play this slow? Are we going to step back and think about this? I think they need to either play more aggressively in their safe lane for Hydra, and that Troll needs to start pushing hard, you know, just to free up some space. And I think that their off lane should play a little bit more carefully and maybe tortoise shell it for a bit, sacrifice maybe some farm, and just play it safe. Because that Monkey King is going to get farmed, and he's going to get fed, and he's going to be... He's just going to hurt. He's going to be the scorned ex-lover who is just going to hurt you.
Absolutely, and it's starting to show that they're struggling. Not so much with their draft. I think their draft worked well, but the execution thus far has been a little bit lacking. Both of their supports kind of just sitting here with the troll, not doing very much. The Enchantress is trying to go behind the Centaur, but it's not going to do much. He's level 6, he can charge away whenever he feels like it.
Ownage.
And then you've got this Abaddon that's just kind of walking around, not really doing anything. And meanwhile, an Underlord died in bottom yet again. He's being too aggressive. He's now given up any chance of him succeeding in this lane, because it's now a level 8 Monkey King.
Oh no, it's like I said earlier, sort of needs to play a little bit more careful, sacrifice a lot more farm. You know, it is the experience you get from killing a creep, and the gold you get from killing a creep is substantially less than it would be from getting from a hero. Ooh, did this bench? Ooh, well played, Monkey King. Saved your support there. You're so nice, so kind, so caring.
He's also playing this extremely well. As soon as he's pushed the lane, he goes into a creep camp. To some degree, this is cheesing the lane. He's not wasting any time though. And he's happy to even pick himself up a full hand of Midas. That's a greedy item, but with him being this far ahead, he's more than happy to just pick it up.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Get that extra gold, extra early. Oh, that's amazing.
And I mean, it's starting to show how just far ahead he is. He's 2k above the next net worth, which is the opponent's Troll Warlord at this stage. Slowly followed by the Wind Ranger and then the Ember Spirit. So he's pretty much happily ahead. He can consider what he wants to go next. If he wants the Echo Saber.
Obviously, the Enchantress is doing quite well. I mean, that was great harass now to the tower. I think that the lane change they just did now is working out better. Like we said, we think that the safe lane in the start. Ooh, and there they go. They get their first kill. You know, they just owned that Warrunner. Ooh.
This is some really aggressive play from the Troll. If he gets kited too much, he's going to die under the tower.
Sorry, Troll, you died.
Happily he takes the Grimstroke, but that also is not really worth if you think about it.
Is it worth your pos 1 for your pos 4? I mean, this is why you have the numbers. Is most expensive player, least expensive player.
Absolutely.
He was greedy there and it failed. Sometimes it works out and you get away and you look all gangster, then you have the thug life theme going in the background. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Ooh.
Double damage.
Ember's kind of getting chased out of the mid lane. He gets off a wonderful shackle. Monkey King comes across and pretty much ruins the life of the Wind Ranger and all chance of her chasing.
Yep.
If he jumps here, he could. And is he?
No, he missed it, he missed it, he missed it.
The
Oh,
Wukong's
Monkey King had one job and he blew it. He had one job and he blew. That is like the worst thing in Dota is when you actually like, I'm gonna throw my ult here and they juke it completely and you're just sitting there going, no one saw that, no one saw that. You're hoping and praying to yourself, but it's sort of like, yeah, Monkey King, we saw that.
Yep.
You and everyone else watching just saw that. Don't worry, we'll push it under the rug. Pretend it didn't happen.
Centaur goes top once again. Now slowly Troll is getting into this lane. Grimstroke comes across. Now they don't really have anything to worry about. The Abaddon is level 7, so he doesn't care about dropping particularly low anymore.
I think they need to do that. Is they need to try lane against this troll and leave Monkey King just to get that solo XP. I mean, we've seen that he can survive in lane by himself against this what you call it, Underlord Chancellor. I mean, he's just happy there. He's like, don't worry, I'm farming here. Don't bother me. No, soon we're gonna see his tractor. He's having fun. Yeah,
he's also 500 gold away from his Echo Saber at 14 minutes in. So as much as there might be trading going on in the top lane,
if you look at Monkey King's item, greedy early game items. I mean, he's got phase boots, he's got the Hand of Midas, he's got 2 Wraith Bands.
Absolutely, and now they've brought the troll down to the bottom lane. I'm not sure I believe in this from Hydra. They should have left him to farm, stuck him in a jungle. But I presume that the Underlord is called that he's struggling.
5-man gank onto the Monkey King, get him down. Ooh, Monkey, that's going to hurt. Wow, well played, Monkey, well played. Because that would have seriously hurt if that landed.
Yep, they're going to take this bottom T1 for Hydra, so they're going to be happy. So,
look, objectively, I think, well, they've caused some nice damage to towers, a lot more than Ladin has done.
The only problem that they had there was that they called the Troll Warlord all the way to bottom lane, and then he walked all the way back top. Granted, he's sort of hunting down on this Grimstroke. Will he get the kill? There's a TP from Centaur, and Ember coming across. He's stuck him.
Sorry,
Centaur's done though.
Oh. Sorry, troll. Sorry, troll. Sorry. Just. That was a Mexican standoff.
Oh, another misblink from the Centaur. They should be happy. He's got his blink at 15, call it 15 and a half, 16 minutes in.
He just needs to get his blade mail and then he can just stand there and
spare you future loss.
Absolutely. I think certainly towards Ladon, one of them is going to also have to pick up Hood of Defiance into a pipe because there is some magical damage coming out onto them. Monkey King pretty much just killing them again. You can't stop the Underlord like that, but can they get the kill? Yes, they can.
Monster kill.
Ooh.
And that's
This is Gabe Newell.
we were talking about this earlier before they were still doing their drafting. As we said that Hydra needs to push hard. They need to push fast. They need in between 20 minutes to 25 minutes. They need to be ranked. And 16, 17 minutes going into now, they're doing quite well, but I don't think to be able to hit the 25 mark and push a rack. And I think within that time, this Monkey King is going to be fat.
Absolutely. I think that they weren't considering how well they were going to come out of the lanes. Think that they thought that they could trade quite easily, but not be to this level of trouble. Then they got stomped. They were 7-0 at the stage, and then they started to realize, wait a minute, this is actually quite dangerous for us. That's another death on the Enchantress. Barely caught the edge of that. And
That was just hard to look. I felt sorry for the Enchantress. She melted.
she does, which very heavily counted.
She's never going to be the same again.
They broke Bambi.
Is it enough?
It happened again.
Goodbye, Underlord. You do not collect £200.
I
Ooh.
guess pick up on the bench.
Quite a lot of rotations coming through, and they're going to have this. Ooh,
exactly
the
what I was
soul
talking
link
about.
and goodbye.
Impossible. There they go. Ultra kill.
That's even an ultra kill. And that latch was a perfect example of what I said during the drafting phase. You have two people trying to run two different ways, and it just doesn't work.
And especially when you have it against the Monkey King that can mutilate you both. I thought, because I mean, they're going in one by one now. Okay, well that's a tower. Are they going to push T2 off of this? Are they going to leave it? I think they should push.
I believe they should push as well. You've got a really strong monkey this early into the game.
You've got a strong hedge for it.
Absolutely, you're 8,000 net worth ahead. Granted that two of your heroes are in the mid lane now, which is the Fen, she's pushing, and along with the Ember, and the Grimstrike keep you back to base. So I think they're happy with that, they just back off slowly.
Yeah, I think it's here to get a little bit of experience. But like, yeah, I just want to get some, complete my boots, guys. Give me my boots, you know, I just want to get boots. I just want to be able to run like Forest Gump.
Double damage.
Nice.
On the plus side for Hydra is they've got some beautiful, nice deep wards. They've got a ward watching the rune spot. They've got a deep ward watching the really big camp.
I won't lie, I've been watching the ward placement, and they've been warding quite well. They really have. I mean, at one point they had quite a few wards up. I mean, they just had top ones die out. Their warding is a lot better than it's just how much control Aladdin has compared Hydra at the moment on the map. You know, I think they should start putting some more deep wards up on Aladdin's team to keep up with that control of the map.
Absolutely. I think what a lot of teams do is as soon as you start pushing, you hold the ward on yourselves. And as soon as you go towards the next tower, then you go in. And an absolute massacre in the mid lane.
I like the wards they have here. But I mean, they're not fighting anywhere. They're not fighting anywhere. Fuck. They're not fighting over here. You know, they're over here. So those deep wards are not helping Hydra at the moment.
Nope. And Ledon are doing incredible play. I mean, you lose the Centaur to an Underlord there, but that's not too terribly big. And up they go into the high ground. They've got drums on the Ember Spirit as well, if they really want to.
Oh no, Troll,
He's a little bit low.
No, Troll's not, he's not going to attempt. He's going to be like, I'll just stand back. They need to take this tower, let them, but I'm not going to engage. Okay, well, here's the Wind Ranger. Can we engage? Nope, okay, we're getting an apology. Guys, hotkeys. Lol.
I'm guessing that he's changed his keys recently.
Don't you hate it when you do that? You change your hotkey and you forget where you put it, or do you do something else? I know when
terrible with that, especially when it came to Tinker. I always used to have to change my hotkeys because you end up having so many active items that you get confused on which one is
Where
which.
they are. I know. I'm a smoker and off my PC and everything else like that. Kids don't do. But I'm left-handed, right? So I play right-handed.
You're left-handed. Someone who understands my pain.
When I put my hand sometimes back down on my keyboard, I won't put it on the right keys again. Okay? So I'm like trying to push Alt, and at the same time I'm actually just pushing T, and I'm like, oh crap. Or I try and use an ability, and I end up using an Alt. So I sit back and it's like, oh, now I have to explain to my team why I just did that.
Absolutely. As left-handers, I'm specifically the way that my mouse is in my left hand and my right hand sits on my keyboard. So even to try and remember that some mouses have hotkeys that are set for right-handers, so it would be where my pinky sits. It's so strange that if you set something to it and then it's like, whoops, I accidentally didn't mean to do that. Monkey King playing aggressive. Super aggressive.
Exactly, super strong and scary.
That is a
Hydra needs to just play defense, take high ground fight. They can still win this if they take high ground a little bit. You know, start getting levels into their troll, and they'll be fine. They'll be able to take on this team. Ooh, there's soul mine.
Strange fight. Are they going in? Are they going out?
Ooh, nope.
Seems to be mixed signals.
Do we get the third? Do we get the third? We get the third.
Centaur dies again, and so does Ember if he's not careful. He's standing super close into that fight. King comes in, finishes that off, hits the troll. Fortunately, it looks like Venge dies, but it's not huge. Monkey King keeps hitting.
Oh!
Ember players and they lost.
Stolen kiss from the Swords Hall. That was he literally just sat there waiting for this. Like, yeah, no way, I'm not gonna run away. I actually thought he was AFK.
At a stage, I thought that he was just going to jump up onto the high ground with his spirit, and then he noticed that nobody was going on to him. Really, holy cow, this is brutal. The Enchantress just died in.
Wow, they're melting. They're melting. Ooh, Wind Ranger. Ooh, and Silence. Nope.
And she dies if that rip comes up from the gunstrike, and it's not even.
There was no. I think this is GG.
This is certainly a lane of Rex, and I would think now if you were led on your step back, you get some HP back and mana back onto your heroes.
Go Rogue.
Exactly. You would take off the T2, which is what the Centaur is going to start pushing the creeps in towards, and then you go straight into the Roche Pit.
Oh yeah.
You also want to consider knocking off these shrines, especially the ones that are close to the Roche Pit. For Dire, it's the top one. Same for the Radiant. You really don't want anybody to be able to TP.
Especially TP behind you, coming up. I mean, they're going to obviously have the troll who's going to jump Abaddon, or even Underlord, you know, scaring them.
Scan came out from Dire. They saw part of the Ember, but don't know that they're not actually roshing to the full extent yet. Monkey isn't showing on the map, but boy, is he fat. Full BKB, plus his Dessa, and he's going into his Butterfly already. I mean, this is extremely difficult to stop him now. Because as soon as he gets to a tower, he drops Wukong's command, and you basically have to back off.
He just stands there, enjoys life.
Absolutely. And he's even playing a nice high level play here. He keeps himself with some salves so he can continue to push. He swaps out an item, salves himself, and then swaps it back in. Top lane, we've got a fight that's going on. Troll trying to chase down an Ember with haste, and in the meantime...
Ooh, well played. Nice for But no, Troll is greedy. He definitely wants to throw his phone. He's not even gonna bother. He was.
This is Five meant to be here though. They instantly smoke. Though that smoke should have been directly underneath everybody's vision. Monkey exposes it.
And yes, moved on.
I'd say wicked sick.
Who is
Goodness.
a.
Double kill.
Sorry, Abaddon, you're just not gonna survive. You need to leave. Ooh, bye Enchantress. Ooh, wow play, great stomp.
Absolutely, and if I was them now,
Wall right into, he just feels like, I'm going to smash you now.
absolutely. At this stage, I would have considered that they would have gone immediately into the Roche pit, but it looks like they're happy to go towards this T2 and then
It's
probably the shrine.
a 5-man wipe. I mean, they've got nothing to worry about for the next 9 seconds. They're going to take this tower in the next 4. So, no issues. Life is good. I don't think they're going to go for the racks, maybe?
Dyer's top tower has fallen.
Nice little call out there from the Grimstroke. He just says, careful, we'll back off, we'll hit the shrine. They're happy.
I think we're going to see the shrine, the Roche, and they're going to end then. They're going to put that onto. I don't even think they're going to put the Aegis into the Monkey King. I think they might give it to the Ember.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Ember is also going to need to stand on the front because he is a melee, and you want it to go on to your most important cause. That's the ultimate goal of an Aegis. And Ember is generally not the most tanky hero. That's a call.
Oh, never mind. It's going straight onto the Monkey King. Never mind. This is ending. They're finishing. They're not going to worry. Monkey. I don't even think Monkey is going to use it, but
I mean, he's in that. I don't know if you saw the courier come in for them as well. He got his full butterfly.
oh yeah,
But
he's going to melt these heroes now. It's going to be disgusting
Absolutely.
to watch. You're going to be like, you filthy Monkey King. You're just melting other players here and there anymore. What a sausage.
Absolutely, and there's only one thing that can be even more disgusting than that, and that for people is if you're playing a pub and you decide to pick techies. Only then are you more disgusting. Everyone caught out, Centaur jumping in, 1 dead, there's going to be 2 dead. Link off from the Grimstroke, that's 2. Everyone ulti pop, but he can't run away.
Oh no, he's going to get stunned and he's going to get shackled and then his life is going to be miserable. Life is going to be very miserable.
Absolutely. This is the second Rax going down at 30 minutes, and this pretty much ruins it. Centaur blinks in. He's going to pick up the kill, possibly.
Oh, bye-bye troll. Bye-bye. What? This troll is just refusing to die. Never mind. But I'm surprised. I mean, he was just refusing to die.
Absolutely. There goes the wind. Inches left standing as a level 10 inch at 30
I think
minutes.
we're going to see the GG now. It's GG.
I'm fairly certain about that. A little bit of respect to try and keep it going. It is a best of 1, so this will be the end of the match.
I think Hydra played a great game. They had a great early game. It didn't. They stuck to it, and it didn't pay off. We've all had those games, and they use it as a learning curve.
Absolutely. Sometimes, no matter what you do, is Centaur even diving all the way in the base.
Oh, he just doesn't care. He's just here. It's just funny to watch him die.
Absolutely. There's Toll gone again.
Monkey is there. Monkey is pretty much.
Monkey is the law in this game, unfortunately.
He is.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
He's the
As we were saying.
He is everything. I mean, he will smite thee if you come. There's the GG called by the troll.
Yep, it was a nice game. Unfortunately, it happens sometimes that you can't win all the time. sometimes your drafts just don't go as you planned them to go.
No, definitely.
You learn what it worked against and what it didn't work against. But overall, I think that was a very good.
No, I enjoy it. Always great to watch these teams progress. You know, it is, especially with Alsa. You know,
Vampiric 010, the perfect solution for a bang-for-buck gaming rig. This case can handle an ATX, micro ATX or mini ITX motherboard and multiple full-size graphics cards to fulfill all your gaming needs. The MAG Vampiric 010 is equipped with an addressable RGB exhaust fan that can be synchronized with other components using the MSI Mystic Light app. It also offers RGB lighting in the front panel to make sure your system is an absolute eye-catcher. The 4mm thick tempered glass side panel allows you to show your build in all its glory. On the inside, you can install up to 5 140mm or up to 6 120mm fans in total. It is also possible to use water cooling with the radiator up to 280mm at the top or even 360mm at the front. On top of the case, you can find a magnetic dust filter as well as one USB 3 and two USB 2.0 ports. It also offers two 3.5mm jacks to connect your gaming headset. If you need a solid base for your new gaming rig without breaking the bank, the MAG Vampiric 010 is the perfect case for you. If you want to learn more about the latest MSI cases, make sure to visit the product page.